Disc Golf Pros, we're back in action. And today we have a fun video between a lightweight Scorch and a max weight Scorch. So we have a first run Z Scorch that is coming in at 173 to 174. And we're gonna try to compare that to this Z Light Scorch that comes in at 157 grams. I feel like with the max weight one, you can tell that the plastic feels a little bit thicker, and where maybe they were trying to save weight with the Z Light, I feel like the flight plate feels a bit thinner. Also, you can kind of see some of the bubbles throughout the rim, where I believe that's where they save weight as well. We're gonna play 9 holes out here at AO. I'm gonna jump around to the longer holes and just kind of see how these fly, hopefully get some good distances out of them. And yeah, could be fun. In the past, I have thrown some pretty flat Scorches, but in general, I feel like Scorches have a bit of a pop top, and both of these discs I feel like have kind of the same pop top to them. I don't know if you can hear them or not. The max weight one might be a little bit more domey, but all in all, pretty close. All right, here we go. A little tailwind, hole 1, 525, par 4. We'll start with the Z Light one. I've thrown this before, but it's been a long time. I just got it back in my possession after lending it to a friend for a little while. So I'm not sure how flippy it's gonna be. Oh, baby, get around that tree. I did take a little bit off of that because I was scared it was gonna flip and turn immediately. So I threw that pretty light, stayed on hyzer the whole way. The tailwind probably helped as well. You could probably say I threw that one a bit harder. In all honesty, I was trying to throw them kind of the same, but I do think I threw that one harder and it actually got up to flat. I don't think we necessarily have to play each drive, so I'll probably just choose the best one and go from there, see if we can get the birdie from there. I'm gonna throw the first run, little forehand here, low ceiling, kind of a touchy shot, and I've never forehanded a Scorch. Well, that ain't gonna work. That's better, it's just gonna be too straight unless it skips. There you go, you can forehand the Z Light one too. What a way to start, at least with the putting on the putting green. Oh, hole 2 is fun just because it's a wide open field, 530 feet, OB long grass on the right. Hopefully that does not come into play. I'm definitely gonna try to give these all I got, put them on a lot of hyzer, see how well they flip up. I'll go with the Z Light one again. I threw that so high. I think I threw it a little too high to really get the turn out of it. That's a better line. That's actually pretty stable there. Very, very similar shots. I think if I threw the Z Light one on the same line as the first run, we would have got more turn out of it. Because when it was way up there, it looked like it wanted to start to turn. It just never really did. I really did try to pump that second one though. I'm kind of shocked that we didn't get any turn. We do have a slight tailwind on this hole as well. Could be the reason, I don't know. Very, very similar landing zones here. I'm getting 408 with the Z Light, which means this one should be a little bit further. 419. Now I know I haven't thrown them the best yet, but I feel like the Z Light one is surprising me so far. It's actually not rolling over like I thought it would. Again, those first 2 holes are more of a tailwind, so when we get over on the other side of the course, we'll see what happens. I'll try to give my best bid at this. Leaked it. We are trying to make a push to 6,000, so if you're watching this, you're liking it, and you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button for me. I'd appreciate it. That brings us to our hole 3, course hole 5, par 4, 485 feet, OB road on the right, nothing on the left. If these discs flip over on us, that is bad news, so I'll probably try to give them a lot of hyzer just to stay away from the OB. The wind seems a little bit down, but if it picks up, it should be a right to left. Max, it's not that flippy, man. That almost got all the way through. That's crazy. Oh, that one I burned over. That's what I keep expecting the Z Light one to do, and I have yet to get that type of flight out of it. I think I threw that one a little bit flatter. Once again, I need to give the Z Light one a little bit more credit for its stability. I'm just scared that the one time I do give it the credit, it's going to do exactly what the first run just did. Hole 4 for us is going to be a 320-foot par 3. Now we are working with a very, very slight headwind. It's not much, but if I throw some grass up, I can tell there is a little bit of a headwind. I'm going to switch it up this time. I'm going to go first run first. Probably throw it on quite a bit of hyzer just because of the wind. Oh my goodness, that is so gone. That's the thing about Scorches, is they can be quite touchy. Also not a very good headwind disc. Let's see if we can correct that. There we go. Oh, that's gonna get out of it. Oh yeah, it did. I made the correction to put the Z light on a little bit more hyzer. That way it could fight the wind better. And that flight is what I had expected to get out of it over there. But you can really tell how the wind changes things. It's funny because the past 2 holes I've thrown the first run very horribly, and I've thrown this Z light one better. I thought the roles would be switched. Back in the tailwind, we got hole 5 here, 475 feet, par 4, OB, little sidewalk on the right, and then you have a pond on the left. Since we have the tailwind, I should just be able to step up and grip and rip. Oh, I kind of came off the tee pad there, but that's going to fly so great. And it's past that tree. When you really figure out the Scorch and get your angles down, it is good distance. The problem is oftentimes they can be a little touchy, which you have seen here today. Just like that. What a shot, Max. I mean, technically that is OB. We saw a little bit more turn out of the Z light finally on a tailwind shot. I just threw it piss poor. This is actually a really good tee shot here. I'm parked at the short pin and we got a very easy approach here. I say easy. Maybe I should have waited to say that. Nope, it's easy enough. We got hole 6 for us. 675 feet, another par 4. OB road. There's a pond on the left. It should not come into play. Oh, there's some great turn. Now get out of it right now. Yes. What a shot. That's what I expect a Scorch to do. And that's pretty much the same exact shot. I just threw it a little bit higher. Not that this necessarily means anything, but I will say when I step up to the tee pad with the first run or the max weight one, I feel a lot more confident in what it's going to do versus the lightweight one. Not that confidence really says anything about how I'm throwing them, because I've probably thrown the Z light one better today, but there is some sort of doubt in my head when I step up with the Z light one. About the same on hole 2. This one 406. Gonna try to go hyzer on the right side, probably pretty high. See if we can crash it in left. I think I'm gonna like that. Down. Might be a little deep actually, which doesn't surprise me because these are pretty glidey. That one's a little bit more inside. That's actually perfect though. Honestly, they're like the same distance apart. It's just one's short and one's long. Hole 7, 335 feet. Just gonna throw some hyzers at these. With the glide on these discs, it shouldn't be a problem getting there. 335 is not too far. Oh, that flipped up nicely too in the basket. Oh my goodness. Oh, I threw that too low. What an idiot. This had to be so freaking close. Headwind putt. Come on, Max. That brings us to our hole 8, 630 feet. I think it might be further than that because I think it's still in the tournament placement. Little headwind left to right action. Probably not the disc that I would be typically throwing, but we'll see if we can make it work. Yeah, and that wind's just going to continue to push it, which is why it is pushing more right than typical. That's a great shot. See if I can do it again. Almost, but man, that one is turning more. The only approach disc that I brought with me is Warden's. So I'm gonna see if I can get a little backhand turnover there. I'm not really good at this shot, but I kind of want to try it anyway. Well, that's not gonna work because it's not on Annie. Wow, I suck. I mean, that's better. A little higher. Almost hit band that time. Hole 9 is gonna be 470 feet. A pretty simple par 4 as long as you get off the tee. We'll go first run. That's gonna be just fine. That's gonna be more of an open approach shot. That would have been a perfect line if I could get it to turn a little bit more. I'm actually gonna take the first run shot because this is more of a chance for eagle. Come on. Nope. Oh, maybe. All right, guys, that is going to do it. The lightweight Scorch versus more of a max weight Scorch. I gotta say, the mold in general is pretty touchy from my experience. Now, when you hit the angles right, they are pretty easy distance. I've always said that, and I'll always stand by that. Today, I was trying to compare these the best that I could, and I'll be honest with you, I was not throwing very consistent shots each time. So I apologize for that. What I did notice is I thought the Z Lite one was gonna be a lot more flippy. And to be honest with you, we made it work very well. It still had some stability to it. And it was also kind of cool to tell the difference between some of those tailwind shots versus the headwind shots, where with the headwind, I put it on way more hyzer and it would actually flip up. Not that I'm suggesting you throw these into a headwind. But what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and we will see you in the next one.